Hey guys, welcome back to the Kanaya Jones channel, and today I want to talk to you guys about being a good steward over the money God has blessed you with, over the income God has blessed you with. And it's really not about how much money you have, or how much you have or how much you don't have. It's about what do you do with what God has given you. And it's something that I personally, God has been working with me on, because if you guys know, or probably don't know, some of you probably don't know, but I am an entrepreneur, and I experienced a very peak level of my career or whatever with my business, and I saw so much money that I've never seen at the age of 19 at that time, and everything was so new to me. And God has been revealing to me how important it is to properly manage over the money that God has given us, and how God wants money to be used as a vessel, not as something that you just hug tight to yourself and be selfish over. The more you get is the more you're supposed to give. And one thing that I learned was, like, money is supposed to flow through me, not just get stuck when it gets to me. And my life honestly changed when I started giving, when I started tithing, when I started not seeing money as just my own. And also when I started to learn, like, okay, I need to properly steward and properly manage this money, because if I don't think God would ever trust me again with that amount of money again. And also being careful to not form this love of money, or to form this addiction of money, because you see it all the time, and we have to go into prayer for the things that we see, or the people who we see who are forming this love of money, because that can be very dangerous, because you will step into a place of your life where you are never content. If you're not reaching this next milestone, if you're not making this next amount of money, then you feel inadequate. And I struggled with that, especially when my income went from a certain amount to half of that. I didn't understand in that moment, but now I understand that it was a hint of protection over my finances. And it was a time in my life where I was very, very selfish. I did not want to give to other people. Like I told y'all, I wasn't tithing. I didn't even understand the importance of tithing. If you guys want to learn more about tithing and why you should tithe, why you should give, I will link a video that really helped me in the description box. But yes, you guys, I used to be so selfish. Like, when I got money, I wanted to hold my money all to myself. Nobody can get none, just me, 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 me. I used to want to save every single thing that I got, because I just had this unhealthy connection to money. But when I started to look in the Bible, and when I started to go to God on how to manage this money, or how to manage, even when I was working at Ross making $11 an hour, probably bringing home maybe $800 a month. Yeah, $800 a month for a full month, not a week, not 2 weeks, a month. It starts small, right? Because if you cannot be a good steward over small, how can you be trusted to be a good steward over plentiful? And that's another reason why a lot of times we aren't in our abundant season, is because we're truthfully not ready. God knows we're not ready. God may know that you're not ready. So when it comes down to your finances, really have a plan. Just because you're making good money, or just because you have money, that doesn't mean you have to go and splurge on unnecessary things. That doesn't mean you have to go eat out every single day. That doesn't mean you have to go. I remember I used to be spending so much money, like going to the mall, going to get some fast food, going to go buy some perfumes. Mind you, I already had everything that I needed, but since I had so much money, I'm just like, oh, I might as well spend it. But God had to come in and be like, no, this is not the purpose of this money. Like, not for you to just mindlessly blow it. And So I started to have a budget, like literally putting myself and being responsible enough to be on a budget, because God say that we have to be good stewards over our finances. So I don't know what that may look like for you, but it's time to get serious about your money. Like, where are you overspending? Are you overspending in areas that you should not be overspending in? How can you better use your money? How can you give to other people? How are you helping the needy? How are you helping the poor or the less fortunate? How are you helping people who are in need in areas that God has blessed you in? And when you take the lens off of you and put it on others, that will also help you when it comes down to your relationship with money. But ultimately, go to God, because God know better than me to help you. Like, I know my biggest area was just overspending in eating out. I would be overspending in shopping, and shopping as in like household stuff, like redecorating for no reason, just impulsively buying. I would impulsively buy so much stuff, like ridiculous. And now, like I told y'all, I have weekly budgets, I have monthly budgets. I'm like, okay, this is where my income is going, this is where I'm overspending at, this is where I need to, you know, do better at with managing. But it's still an ongoing process for me. I can't sit up here and say that I have this whole budget thing figured out, I have my whole income situation figured out. No, there are still some months where I overdo it in certain areas, or I know I shouldn't go and get me a Starbucks or a Dunkin' Donuts like drink, like refresher or something. And you know, sometimes I'm like, oh well, I just have this day, give myself excuses, which is terrible. But yes, I just wanted to come and talk to you guys about money management, because just because you have money, that doesn't mean you have to spend it. It don't work like that. And I wish I had clicked onto that sooner than I did, but I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that God did not allow me to wallow in mismanaging my income. But yes, you guys, if you guys would like to join my mentorship group, it's 100% free. Click the link in the description if you want to be a part of it, if you want to be mentored by me, or if you want to join our weekly meetings. We do weekly meetings on Zoom starting this upcoming Sunday. So yeah, can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.